What about yield spreads for floating rate bonds? Floating rate bonds have two spread measures that distinguish them from fixed rate bonds: the quoted spread and the required spread. They surely have different roles, don't they? Yes, they do. First things first, if you take a look at my spreadsheet, this floating rate note pays the quoted spread or quoted margin 100 basis points over 6-month Euribor. What does that mean? Since this bond makes semi-annual payments, it's got a frequency of 2, and Euribor is currently 1.25%, the next coupon payment 6 months from now, so we could be evaluating this bond on the issue date, right? Absolutely. We're 6 months before the next coupon payment, which would be Euribor 1.25% plus 100 basis points, or 1% divided by 2, or in figures 1.125%, since it's semi-annual. So the coupon is set in advance and it's settled in arrears. Exactly. The coupon is set adding the quoted spread to the reference rate, in this case 6 months Euribor, at the beginning of the coupon period. So the coupon payment is known at the beginning of the coupon period, and it resets at the beginning of every period, in this case semi-annual periods. It's always the reference rate plus the quoted spread. If the reference rate rises, the coupon payment rises. If the reference rate decreases, the coupon decreases as well. Isn't this the way floating rate bonds work? Yes, it is. The point here is that we wanted to describe what yield spread measures specific for floating rate bonds are, and the floating rate bond price will always be 100 on the coupon date, if the required spread equals the quoted spread. Wait a minute, where does this required spread come in? To determine the bond price, we need to discount back to present value the future coupons and par value at maturity, right? What rate do we use to compute the present value? We use the reference rate, in this case Euribor, plus the required spread. You will wonder, how do we determine the required spread? It's implied in the bond price. We know the price, in this case 98, we can derive it. If we discount the future coupon payments and par value at redemption using the same current reference rate, and this is an assumption, what is the required spread to be added to get the same sum of cash flows in present value as the current price of 98? Yes, what is the required spread? We can seek it by trial and error until we find a sum of cash flows which is approximately 98. In this case, 204 basis points, or 2.04%. So the required spread would be a measure of credit risk. If investors demand a greater required spread than the quoted spread, then the floating rate bond trades at a discount on a coupon payment date, and vice versa. If investors settle for a smaller required spread than the quoted spread, the floating rate bond trades at a premium.